Welcome back to the Charle podcast.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Charle podcast. Today,
today we are coming to do a new episode. Well, obviously, we told you last episode or previous episode, if you've been here for a while, you know that this is just for fun. It's just more like an experiment till we crack it and then we know how to go forward with it. So, he's saying we don't have anything to say. It's kind of like,
I'm not
what
saying
I'm going to talk about is probably humor related. So,
it's not about anything you're about to say is on top of your head.
Yeah.
So,
Just anything that comes in mind and then mostly are humor related. So.
Well, before we even start here, let me just tell you guys something. I just finished reading MOBY. It's been a long time coming because I've had this book around for a long time. And anytime I start or I make my mind to read this book,
Thomas's book.
No. Anytime I make my mind to read this book, I just fall asleep. I don't know if it is me alone who is facing this problem.
It's normal.
Because anytime I pick a book, either a story book, whatever, apart from those academic books, but anytime I pick any literature, I start falling asleep. I don't know why. I spent like 3 days reading this book and it should take me a day. Because the first time I opened it, I was reading, I'm gone. And I now understand why the kids, they want their parents to read to them because it's cozy. Like, the more you read somebody, they feel as, I don't know if I'm the only person going through that because I've seen a lot of people reading 200 books a year. So how are people doing it? Because even one, I'm sleeping. How much more 200? But what? It's a good book. And I urge everybody, if you are starting your reading process or you're reading story or you're reading whatever, I urge you to read MOBY. Yeah, I urge you to read MOBY. It's a very, very good story. It's a very, very good book. And I'm happy because if you want it, I can lend it to you to read it. But yeah, I don't think I'll be reading anything again.
Where did you get this book?
I got it from Justicia.
Justicia.
Yeah.
Is that one of those books Thomas brought to here?
No. She has had MOBY for a long time. I told her to read, but she was putting it off, and I said I have to read it because I've seen people reading MOBY. I've heard a lot of stories about MOBY, but this is my first
like
time.
the Pirates of the Caribbean or something.
It's not like the Pirates of the Caribbean, but it's a good story. And as I said, this will be the my only book I've read this year, or the only book I've read in a long time. I think I'm going back to my reading. It's not like my reading era. I didn't have a reading era. I don't think this is my reading era. I just was bored. Is it like I was bored? I was bored. Once my phone is even dry, so I was bored. I was just I've had MOBY. Let me just read MOBY and see whatever is going on. So I read a book and I'm satisfied with my reading progress. But if you can see, there is another book here, The World of Something Something. I don't know if you guys can see it, but The World of Something Something. That was the book I should be able to read. What's the name? Like a long time ago, like since 2020, I think. And up to now, I haven't been able to read a page of it. I don't know what this book is about. I can't read this book. I don't know.
That is Thomas's book.
Yeah. That book in particular, I can't read it. But I know that if I have to start reading, I have to have those 200 pages book because I cannot just start reading and straight to 600 and something, 700 and something book. I just have to read 200, then I progress 300, 400, 500, 600. Then maybe at the end of the year, I'll be reading 2,000 books, 2,000 page book.
Jonah, is that a whale?
Yeah, it's a whale.
Is it a Jonah story?
It's not a Jonah story, but after that, you have to read it. It's a very nice story. So yeah, if I really, really want to do that, maybe I don't even have to get a reading partner, but yeah, I need to get books that...
You need a reading partner. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I need a motivator.
There is nothing like that. Just read your book.
And you see, you need somebody who has been
There is
reading a
nobody,
lot, and the person can suggest, okay, you have to read this book, you have to read this book, you have to read this book. But there are a lot of books there, but I don't think I'll be reading anything else this year. I hope I do. But yeah, 3.5 hours today.
Yeah. Interestingly, yeah, I've also started reading.
It's a lie.
Yes,
It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie.
I was reading a motivation book that Thomas left me in 2018 before he left.
We are in 2026.
Yes, I'm telling you, it's been almost 8 years. I've tried reading the book. It's more of a psychology book, motivational book, and then it's a lot of memory verses in there, quotations and all that. So I started reading, and this time I made it far, but I've left the book there for almost 2 weeks now.
You are lying.
It's a sight.
You are lying. I am sure you've not read a book since 2020.
When you're talking, I was quiet. What's your problem?
Because you are lying. Because I was not lying. I showed you evidence.
What evidence?
The only book you've read is Telegram Desktop.
What evidence? What evidence?
This is the evidence here. This is the book I've read.
Bringing the book that you've read is evidence.
Yes,
Tell
it's
us the
evidence.
story about that from head to toe.
Everybody knows what Moby Dick is.
Nobody knows.
I cannot.
Oh yeah, I've been reading the book, and then it's mostly about maybe verses and all that, and then a lot of motivation out there. Especially what I read mostly is about attitude, and then it made some references on a plane when it is soaring higher or lower. It's about its attitude, and therefore, if you want to go further, you have to soar a little bit higher. You have to have that attitude in order at a perfect range in order for you to move quickly or soar higher. So probably that's what the chapter 1 is about. And I'm done with it. I read it mostly when I'm going to the washroom so that I don't get my phone. So yeah, that is what I've been doing.
A book is about 30 chapters if you've just read chapter 1.
Yeah, it's not that kind of book that you read chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you keep moving. It's like you read chapter 1, you have to just implement it in your life, and then you go on ahead and we read chapter 2. It's not a storybook, no. It's a motivational book. It talks about a lot of things.
It talks about a lot of things by now.
And then if
anything.
you that book, I don't know.
What is the title of the book?
I don't even know.
So you've not read the book?
It's a black and white book. I've read the book because I don't know the title.
Yes, because you have to know the title of something you are reading.
No.
If I come up here,
I don't know the title of the book I'm reading, but I'm just reading the book.
So
at the end of the day, after reading, I will know the title. That is.
It's not even after reading. Before you pick a book, you should know. Oh, this is the title of the book. So in case someone asks you, oh,
what is the book? What is the title of your geography book in SHS?
That's different.
What is different? So you didn't read the book.
You didn't read the book. I read it like over a decade ago.
You didn't read. You remember what you read?
I read it over a decade. Yeah, I know what I read in it.
So therefore, you should remember the title.
No.
I just made an example. I just told you exactly what is in the book.
No.
And then you're telling me I don't know the title because I didn't read it.
Academic books are different because we have a lot. We have Flamingo. We have Aquila. We have teachers, preacher, or whatever. You have a lot.
If you decide to pick Aquila, what has Flamingo got to do with Aquila?
It's not like if you decide to pick Aquila.
If you decide to pick Aquila, there are a lot of storybooks in this world, and I decided to pick one, which was left behind by my brother. And therefore, you are telling me that
it's a different scenario.
What is the different scenario?
You're talking about.
What is the name of the book behind you?
The World of Something. I don't know what I have not read the book.
I've told you exactly what the chapter 1 is about.
I have not read the book.
Need to question me.
I have not read the book. Does not mean it's just as somebody comes to me and the person is saying whatever is the story. The person is narrating Harry Potter to you, but the person does not know the story, the title of the book. Mm-hmm. Like, what did you read about? You have to know the.
What did you read about? Did the person tell me about a story?
You have to know the title of the book.
You don't need to have to. You don't have to know the title.
If I tell you to recommend a book to me, what do you say?
I'm not done reading. How can I recommend it? I am not done reading the book. How can I recommend something that I'm not done reading?
If you're telling me episode 1, season 8, chapter 1.
Chapter 1.
Hold up. If you tell me chapter 1, it's about attitude and plane going there again. And I said, okay. And I said, okay, I want to understand what attitude and whatever. So I want to gain knowledge on what you said here. Mm-hmm. So recommend the book to me and tell.
No,
I don't know the
I'm
title.
not done reading.
It does not matter if you're done reading.
No, I'm not done reading.
Just like if I'm watching a movie and you come, I'm hold up.
Wait. You that you are claiming, self-acclaim, that you have finished reading this book. Is this book about chapters?
Yes.
Tell me what chapter 1 is about.
Chapter 1 is about the introduction of the character.
No, that is introduction. What is chapter 1 about?
Chapter 1 is about Ishmael. How Ishmael got into where he is at the moment.
So what did that chapter 1 say about it?
It's about Ishmael.
What did he say? I gave you an example.
What
I
he
give you-
said.
Yes. What
It's
does
about-
it say
okay.
about Ishmael?
It was about Ishmael. He was going on. He wanted to go on a
Look at the
whaling
way you are
trip.
you panicking.
Hold on.
Somebody who has finished.
He wanted to
reading
go on a
book.
whaling trip. Yeah.
Somebody who has
So
finished that reading a book and
he
then
went to
can't
a
even read
hotel
chapter
or
one.
motel.
But me, I've
about-
told you exactly what chapter.
I'm telling you
I'm
what it's
telling you.
about. I'm
I
telling you
don't know
what-
the titles, so therefore I've not read it.
I'm telling you what
You
it's
would have
about.
read and finished the book.
I'm
Don't
telling
know
you
what
what it's
chapter
about.
1. Okay, let's forget about it. What's chapter 3?
I don't know the title of chapter
Ah.
3, but I know what
What
I'm
is,
looking for.
what is the title of chapter 1?
Ishmael.
The title of chapter 1 is
Yes. What is Ishmael? What?
Look at him.
Oh, a strange roommate. Yeah.
Oh, nothing in there.
But it's
Says
Ishmael. The book is about Ishmael.
The title I'm talking about.
The book is about Ishmael. What's the name? Call me Ishmael. The book is about Ishmael.
Tell me Ishmael is the first phrase of the.
The book is about Ishmael. Ishmael is writing his story, his life story, how he went whaling and how he ended up here.
Yes.
So the book is about Ishmael. Yes. And he wanted to go whaling.
Why? So first,
I am telling you the story. You just don't want to listen to
The
me.
thing is, he's trying to attack me because I don't remember the title. My title, the book I'm reading, the title is like 3 lines. It's very long.
3.
Yes, it's very long. It's a very long title, and therefore I don't remember the title. And also the book has been with me for a long time. I'm sure even before I read it.
So you are lying. You just said you recently finished 2 weeks ago. That was the last time you read a book. So if it is 2 weeks ago, why are you saying it was a long time ago?
I'm not done making my point.
Uh.
The book has been with me for a long time, and then when I picked it and started reading, I didn't go back to read the title. I just read the back description of the book.
So maybe you're just telling me a
And
synopsis
then-
of the book.
What?
You're just telling me a synopsis of the book.
Synopsis. I don't even know what happens in chapter 5 to tell you about synopsis. I'm telling you about chapter 1, and I told you vividly what happens in chapter 1.
ECG took our lights, yeah? But you're back. We are back. So during the ECG session, I went to Twitter. I was scrolling on Twitter, and I saw a certain video of a guy saying, and I'm just describe the video. The video is about a guy complaining about a relative coming from abroad, and the person bought him a G-Shock, yeah, a G-Shock watch, and he is pissed that the person bought him a brand new G-Shock watch in a box. And I realized that Ghanaians, we do not, no, not Ghanaians, most Ghanaians do not know the value of money. Because I can't also there, after G-Shock, but after G-Shock, I also watch, but after the way where I hear Ghana, then. Because Ghanaians, we are used to buying fake things, and because we are used to buying inferior goods, yeah, you think it is at the same pedestal as if someone buys it from abroad for you. I don't know how you go, because in Ghana, if a quarter costs you like 10 Ghana, 20 Ghana, they are the fake ones about me. Like, we didn't know why. But if you are going to the original Calcio website, it's $200, £100. Like people feel entitled to your money, and it pains me that we have to talk about this, but we don't have to, because it is my own money, it's my own hard-earned money, and I decide who gets a part of the money or who I give the money to. So even if we are moving together and you want something and I decide not to buy it to you, you shouldn't be angry because it's my money. I don't understand. Like, the entitlement of people's money is too much. Yeah, the entitlement to people's money is too much. It is if you are broaching be no one try the balance because you need to meet in day. If you are broaching that person, what try them is need to meet in, because you think we are comparing your fake things to the person. Like, that's why one us car naked one day no be for the it was send 5,000 to the next day mutu send 5,000 no buefu there into man send 5,000 cities. Now 5,000 is the kind into send man. Like, what is wrong with us? Where did this entitlement for people's money come from? What is wrong with us? The entitlement is too much. I don't understand why people are doing this, because once I said they don't understand the value of money. Because if you can come on Twitter and tell me that Makula women make $1 million at the end of the year,
Who said that?
you don't know the value of money.
Who said that?
They're making an argument about
Twitter.
yes, Twitter. They're making an
Several people sat there and said that Makola women make $1 million.
Yes. They said $1 million is a few. It's not enough money. It's not life changing money, because Makula women they make. I say, yeah,
Huh?
$1 million.
We are living in this world with foolish people, like idiots. $1 million.
They are saying $1
Okay,
million.
let me ask them. The Makola women they're talking about, do they have a house? Have they built a house? Building a house in Ghana won't even cost you $100,000. So $1 million can build you 10. Are you telling me Makola women are making more than ministers in this country? Is that what they're telling me?
Yes, that's what they are saying. They are saying $1 million is not any money. It is not life changing money.
Even
And I said,
oh my God.
even $500,000 is life changing money to somebody.
500, you've gone too far. 500 is too much. 50,000.
No, 50,000 is not life changing.
50,000 is life changing
It's
for
not
an average Ghanaian. What are you talking
No,
about?
no, life changing. 50,000 is not life changing
It
because
is.
an average person in America, let's say,
You're not talking about Americans, you're talking about Ghanaians.
No.
Ghanaians, $50,000 is more than life changing money to
It's
a
still
Ghanaian.
life changing.
It is.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
You remember the guy that tried doing Aviator and then the things, the phone froze and then all of a sudden you got like, I don't know how much you got, like 300,000 Ghana cedis, which is like 30K. It's life changing to you.
Yes. Wait, okay.
50K is life changing. What are you saying?
An average Ghan, $50K dollars.
Yes, it's life changing. To a Makola market woman.
Okay,
Very
yes.
Life changing.
But to an average Ghanaian, it's not life changing.
Average Ghanaian is poor. It is life changing.
50,000. If you say 100,000, I'll understand. 100,000.
What does life changing mean to you? What do you consider life changing? I want to know.
Life changing? Yeah, life changing means at the moment I don't know how to put it. Like
I don't know what you mean by life changing, because everything. What do you mean 50,000 is not life changing?
$50,000.
You are one of the ungrateful Ghanaians.
It is not.
What is life?
You are one of the rich Ghanaians.
Ungrateful Ghanaians. If you
No.
are to sit here and tell me $50,000 is not life changing,
Because
what is life?
let me tell you.
Describe what life changing is.
If I get $50,000, that is 1:10. Let's say it is 10 Ghana cedis. That's 500,000 Ghana cedis. That's 500,000 Ghana cedis. Meaning, as at me at the moment here, I damn 500,000 Ghana cedis will be able to sort me out, my children, my everything for like 2 or 3 years.
That is the
4 years.
average Ghanaian.
No, the average Ghanaian, like,
That is the average
if you
Ghanaian.
say 1 million Ghana cedis, then cool.
No, that is the average Ghanaian. You are an average Ghanaian.
This 1 million Ghana cedis for an average
What is
Ghanaian.
an average Ghanaian? What is an average?
I'm the average Ghanaian.
The average Ghanaian is you.
Yes, I'm the
Scanty
average
is a privileged Ghanaian. Scanty privileged Ghanaian. Kali J privileged Ghanaian. Those are not average Ghanaians.
They are not average Ghanaian.
Average Ghanaian.
I'm an average Ghanaian. Yeah.
Yes. So 550,000, which is 500.
Yes, I was saying 100,000 Ghana cedis, $100,000 will be life changing to me.
So 50,000 won't be life changing. Is that what I think?
50,000 meaning if I don't know how to put
You
it.
have-
That's 500,000 Ghana cedis.
Uh-huh.
It won't be life changing enough for like 3, because I have to go. If it's like I have 1 million Ghana cedis, I know that.
But when somebody gives you money, you are not going to sit there with the money without doing anything
Yes.
productive with it and expect the money to
yes.
just last you.
So
to
that's what I'm
forever.
saying.
50,000 can get you that.
50,000 can't get you that.
It can get you that.
100,000 can get you that.
No. Why are you saying 50? 100,000 can get you? Of course, anything above 50,000. Why are you saying 50,000 can't get you that? I want to understand. Why are you saying 50,000 can't get you that?
Because it can't.
Why? What are you going to use 50,000 for that? You think you can be productive with it? Wait, explain to me.
It's not. I'm saying I
50,000 Ghana cedi,
I'm
$50,000
not saying I cannot be productive with it.
500,000 Ghana
Ghana
cedi
cedis.
can build you a house.
And what happens to the rest?
Not even just a house. Okay, let's say 500,000 Ghana
Because
cedi.
even if you're buying a car is
You're
like,
not going to buy a
Hold
car
on,
for
hold on.
money that you've received.
A car
just like that.
is like 100,000,
What?
120, 130.
What?
That is almost 10% of the money gone.
That's almost so. Let's say you're buying commercial cars. Let's say taxi. 50,000 Ghana cedi, you can buy 5 taxis, even 6, 7. That is productivity for you. Your life has changed all of a sudden. You are getting 7 tattoos to work for you.
What car?
Life changing.
Or what type of car? Because if you are buying if you're buying car right now, car is like 70,000. The car you use for taxi is like 70,000. So 70, that's like what 7,535. If you're buying 5, that's 350,000 Ghana cedis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they are buying second hand everything. It's 350,000 Ghana cedis. It's like 150,000.
7,749. Let's say you're using all the money for taxi. 7,749.
Why are you using all the money for taxi?
Let's say you are using 5 for taxi.
Why are you using all the money for taxi?
Okay, 5 for taxis. Continue.
Yeah, back 150.
Mm-hmm.
Now the 150. Okay, it's life changing.
It is every month, even if it is 200,000, it's life changing. You can do something with it. What are you saying?
If my annual salary is more than the money I give, that's not life changing.
That is not an average Ghanaian. I'm talking about an average. That's not an average Ghanaian.
You have average Ghanaian. That's any.
And no average Ghanaian's annual salary is hitting 100K. No average Ghanaian.
Oh, there are.
What are you talking? No average Ghanaians. What is the average income of a Ghanaian?
I don't know. That's why we don't know because
you know
we don't.
You know.
How do you?
The average Ghanaian, the income of an average Ghanaian is 500 cedis.
What?
Yes.
That's not.
What are you talking about?
Who earns 500 cedis?
500 cedis. What? The majority of the Ghanaians are Makula women kind of.
Those are not
there are lots of them, so they bring the average
those are
down.
Not, yeah, those are not average Ghanaians.
You can check.
Those are not average Ghanaians.
Let's say 2K or 2.5K. That's not even enter 5K.
Yes,
the 2.5K for 1 year, are you getting 30K?
1 year.
2.5K for a year, and you're not even getting 30K.
Yes,
what are you saying?
30K.
So it's not 100K is way bigger than the average Ghanaian's annual salary. 100K.
Yes.
So of course, if you're getting $50,000, this is almost like more than 500K. It is life changing for everybody.
It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody.
For the average Ghanaian, for your logic.
For some average Ghanaian,
there is no some.
There's some.
There is no some average. There is no some average. It's either you're average or you're not.
If you average it, if you are talking about you are not getting, you are not all 500 Ghana cedis, all Zoom Lion workers that are earning less than 500 cedis. Those are not the average Ghanaians.
No. That is not what I said.
The average Ghanaian would be somebody who is earning 2,000 Ghana cedis.
That is not the average Ghanaian.
Because that's the average.
That is not
because they are not there. They are not up there. They are not down there. They are in the middle.
That's
the average Ghanaian.
That is not what average is. Average is probably adding all the incomes and then dividing by that.
You cannot say a 500 Ghana cedis where Enna is an average Ghanaian.
So let's say we have 100 people in Ghana. Let's say we have 100 people in Ghana.
Yes.
Out of the 100 people, I can confidently say that 50 of them are getting 500 cedis and 1,000 cedis and less. 50 of them are getting 1,000 cedis and less. Let's say about 30 of them will get like, okay, 2K. And then 10 of them will get 5K. And then you get some people getting 25K and then 40K. Those are like 1, 2. That is what you add together and get your average. Your average is not going to exceed 2K.
And I'm telling you, the average Ghanaian does not earn 500 Ghana cedis.
The average Ghanaian does.
The average Ghanaian does not. The average Ghanaian. We were just talking about entitlement. We are talking about. All I'm saying is.
But what I'm saying is, even if the average Ghanaian earns like 5K or something, you are not getting 100K. So what your knowledge saying that 100K, if your salary. Yes, if your annual salary is more than the money they are giving you, therefore it's not life changing. Yes. And I'm telling you that 100K is life changing for anybody per your logic.
Yes, okay.
But you said 30K is not life changing. But
30K is not life changing.
Hey, $30K is not life changing.
30K is not life changing.
But 100K Ghana cedis is $30K is not more than 100K Ghana cedis. So therefore it's life changing. It is.
It's not.
Bro, if you get 100K, obviously, see some people when they get money, they're expecting like, oh, that money that they got should be able to buy them a house.
Yes.
Nah, that is not life changing. If you do that,
that's life changing.
Yeah, if you do that,
that's life changing. If I go pro, if I go pro in any sports, and I'm getting 2 million, that's life changing. My life has changed completely because if I was living if I was living in a 8-bedroom with, I share rooms with my siblings and everything. Now I have 3 million. I know I can afford a house for my family, for myself, everything. So that's life changing.
Yes. That is life changing, and also same as 30K being life changing. Yes.
They are all life changing to
in their own aspect.
In our own aspect. To some people,
life changing. Everything is not life changing.
We are
talking about average.
Is it life changing?
3 cedis. No.
it to be life changing. You cannot be saying
This is still going to be life changing for anybody.
Yes.
But the average Ghana, if the average Ghanaian receives, let's say, 100K, 200K,
200,000 Ghana cities. It's life changing.
it's life changing. But you said it wasn't.
Did I?
Yes.
I never said that.
$60 is not life changing for the average Ghanaian.
Yeah,
It
you
is.
are saying the average corporate worker. I'm not
You
talking
mentioned corporate
you,
worker.
I'm not- you are saying the 500 Ghana cities people, but I'm not talking about the 500 Ghana cities people. I'm talking of government workers.
Government workers. That is different. Government workers are not the average Ghanaian.
Yeah,
They are not.
yeah.
If you get to the government, if you go enter the government side of work, you are not an average.
They are not
Ghanaian.
getting paid like 2 months. Their salary are coming late and things. They are the
It will
average,
come.
but still they are the
It's still coming. Do you get a difference? It's the difference. There's a difference in you waiting for your salary to come like 6 months later than you waiting 6 months without any money coming at all. That is how average Ghanaian is.
That's not the average.
Let's say a government worker earns,
That's not the average guy.
let's say the government worker earns somewhere like 7 to 10K a month.
For what job?
You can work at FDN and earn 7 to 10K. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Let's say 7 to 10K a month. The average Ghanaian, the government sector. Or I know people earn more than that. Let's say 7 to 10K, and then the money doesn't come out for like 6 months. When the money comes, it's not coming for.
So how is a person fending for those 7 months or 6 months?
Yes, that person fending for himself for those. That is why the government sector, they have banks and then corporate jobs that they work with that provide them with loans and all that. So if you're a government sector in Ghana, they will advise you to go for loans from different places.
So that if
I'm coming.
the money comes, the money is gone.
The money comes, the money is gone. But that person is living a better life than somebody doing security or Makola market woman.
So that person doing
is living a better
security
life.
is not the average Ghanaian.
What are you saying?
The person doing security is not an average Ghanaian.
The one who is the average Ghanaian, the government worker. What are you talking about? The government worker cannot be the average Ghanaian.
The security also can't be the average Ghanaian.
No, I'm not saying the security is the average Ghanaian, but
You
there are
just
more.
said it.
I just said that. You just made an example that the average Ghanaian is a government worker, and I'm telling you that, that is not the issue. The average Ghanaian is the government sector, a person working in the government, even a teacher earning like 5K.
Teachers don't earn 5K. That's the thing.
I'm coming, even a
teachers earn 3,000.
But we have teachers that earn that. What are you saying?
Yes, that's what, so that teacher is not the.
I'm not making up.
If you have a government worker that earns 50,000 or 12,000 a month, that's not the average Ghanaian.
That is not the average Ghanaian. Yes, so we have already dismantled.
But we have another government worker that earns 1,200. That's the average Ghanaian.
What government worker earns 1,200? I want to know what government worker. Even if you teach nursery in this day, you are not for a government school. You are not earning 1,200.
You are.
You are not.
You are.
No.
You are.
You are not.
You are.
What are you talking about?
You are.
Unless they did a connection and place you there, but if you have the
Still, they do
qualification,
connection, whatever.
you have the qualification. Even with that, there are not that much of them. There are not that many. But you have the qualification to be a nursery teacher. You are not earning 1.2K.
They are.
No.
Teachers don't earn enough in Ghana.
They don't earn enough in Ghana. Yes, we are not saying they earn enough.
An SHS teacher is earning like 3,000 Ghana cedis.
An SHS teacher is earning like 3,000 Ghana cedi.
Our university lecturers were earning 5,000, 6,000.
There
So
is
how
no-
much?
no.
So you could tell that
The
they are
university
not-
lecturer doesn't earn 5,000, 6,000. I worked with university lecturers.
You
They
work
earn
with
15K,
professors.
20K.
They don't. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a
You
stretch.
said you were saying
It's a
they earn
stretch. It's a
15K, 20K. Yes,
They don't earn 15. It's a
Have you
stretch.
worked with one?
University
Have you
lecturers
worked with one?
15,000 Ghana cedis.
Have you worked with one?
They
That is
don't-
before tax, after deducting the
They
tax and
don't.
all that. Have you worked with one?
Come on, they do not.
No university lecturer is earning 8K. No, I don't know. I don't know one.
I know, but I'm not telling you they earn that.
Lecture, what's actually what's university lecture? What course did they pay?
It does not matter what's called.
It does. It does matter. What are you talking about? If you are a science lecturer and then you mention prices like this, I'll be like, okay, it's possible. But if the person is working business administration, where there are like 1,000 students, and you're telling me that person's earning 8K, what are you talking about?
Who is the average footballer?
The average footballer. The average footballer, let me see, is someone that plays for second division. What do you call it?
So those people,
Second division.
somebody who is in a league two, those people are earning 3,000 a week.
Mm-hmm.
So you cannot even compare them to the first division people by higher.
Yes.
You feel me? Yes. So there are differences. Some second division people are earning £1,000 a week, 500. So those are the average people. So if you are telling me a lecturer, because your lecturer is earning 12,000 and your lecturer is in League 2 or League 1, does not mean the lecturer is average.
No. That is a very bad.
I'm telling you, lecturers do not earn 50,000
when you
Ghana.
come to the job being lecturing, it doesn't matter which school you come from. That is not what it matters. It doesn't matter which school you actually teach. It doesn't. Well, what matters is how many students you actually teach.
No.
That is what matters. How many students you actually teach? Because when the school fees is coming out, it comes out the same. Or some particular schools that they increase it, which is they include the dormitory and all that. But when it come to teaching, the fees comes out the same for a government school. When you talk about private school, it's more than that. So for a government
private school.
Private school, for a private university, their school fees is more than that of a government university. So when the government, they actually release their prices though. And then the school will just do some adjustments with the hostel price and all that. Yes, it's the same.
Just go and pick your phone. Hurry up, call. Go for a phone.
It's the same.
Go for a phone, bro.
My lecturer I worked with, he was getting 20K. Okay, yeah, 2,900. And then 3,500. That is, yes. That is this. This is no more than.
This is what I told you.
No. You made an example. You said that
the average worker does not earn 500 Ghana cedis.
No.
The average worker
That's not what you said. You said that. Okay, you made that point. And you also went ahead and said that. You said that. I said that $30K, which is 300,000 Ghana cedi, is okay for average Ghanaian. You said no. In order for the money to be life-changing, your annual salary has to be less than that money.
Yes.
Like, I made an example that nobody's annual salary in Ghana is 100K.
Yes, and
the average Ghanaian's annual salary is not 100K.
Yes, and I consider to that argument you made.
didn't concede.
I consider to that argument you made.
Yes.
But you have
So yeah, 3,500. Okay.
That's the average Ghanaian. So you understand me that the 500 Ghana people are the average. You can also search for the average, the lecturer. What's the money for a lecturer?
Average lecturer's money is more than this. Average salary.
Average salary of a Ghanaian lecturer. It's not 12,000. It is never 12,000.
It is.
It is never 12,000.
It is.
It says not. It says not.
What kind of lecturing is this?
Are you telling me what kind of lecturing is
What
that?
kind of lecturing is this? Average lecturer, entry level, 0 to 3 years.
It is never.
No, this is not a lecturer.
This is a lecturer.
There is no lecture.
This is a lecturer.
What is the person teaching?
They are teaching.
Teaching what?
They are teaching.
That is not a lecturer's
They are
average
teaching.
salary. No.
Because you do not know.
No.
Because the person has PhD, so they've gone for promotion and things.
What lecturer in this world doesn't have PhD? People lecture with. Are you trying to tell me people lecture with bachelors? Is that what you're telling me? So $50,000 is life-changing money to whomever the person is in Ghana, even if
So it is for lecturers too. Because as you could see the average.
Of course.
The average Ghanaian lecturer earns 5,000 Ghana cedis.
No. I don't know any
Average-
lecturer. I don't know any
You
lecturer in
don't,
FCC.
because your lecture. That's why they even categorize it. Your lecturer is a senior lecturer. That's what the person is earning 12,000. Senior lecturer. There are differences. This will have senior footballer.
So you are trying to
Whatever
tell
is earning 2 million, but Semanyata Bristol is not earning 300 or earning 30K and things.
Yes.
So there are categories.
There are categories to that.
So the
yes.
average, the average,
What are you saying? What's your point? Make your point.
it's me.
There is no point.
There's no point I want.
Make your point. There is no point you're going to make now. That is point.
There's a point because you just said there's no lecture that's the end. I'm telling you because you work with somebody that's earning 12,000 because the person is categorized as a senior lecturer. That's why the person is earning 12,000. And when you have somebody who is coming in as an entry lecturer, the person is new to this. The person is going to earn about 4,000. So the average, somebody who's been teaching for 4 years at this, is earning 5,000. So that's the average lecturer's money.
The reason I said that the average lecturer doesn't make that, although I didn't know, is because the average lab technician, not even the average, a lab technician in UCC is earning somewhere 2,500. That is a lab technician.
Do you know why you are
Entry level.
No, do you know why you are trained away? You are trained about salaries because do you know why? Because in Ghana there is fear of letting people know how much you earn. It's not fear. Should I say fear?
They like to hide it.
Yes, it's not like there is no income transparency in this country, because we think if you tell someone that, oh, I earn 5,000, all of a sudden the person think, okay, if I need anything, I come to this person for help because this person earns this. Because there's it's true.
Too much begging in Ghana.
Yes, that is why too much entitlement.
Okay,
That is why we don't have income transparency, because if you go to any other country, you will know that, oh, this person works for this company, this person is a senior assistant. You know, the person will tell you, oh, I earn 300,000.
The thing is, if you know the person's position, you can just
it does not matter. You can know somebody's position. You can.
But what are you even using it for?
For what?
What are you using somebody's salary for?
We are not using anybody's salary for anything.
The average Ghanaian always wants to know the salary of somebody.
No, the argument we are making is not about that.
Instead that there are not transparency in the salary.
Yes, that is.
I'm telling you that. Why do you want?
That is why people assume that, okay, because you are working in a bank, you have this, you have that, you have this. So me here, maybe the school fees are simple. When from young more bank, by now we young more bank, so over 2,000 Ghana cedis on so no. But because bank seems to be
a permanent worker at a bank.
Because bank seems to be a prestigious work.
A permanent worker at a bank is not earning 2,000. Come on, be serious.
Oh my God! Why do you always go to the extreme of the things? I'm just saying. I'm giving an example of.
But the permanent workers are more than the contract staffs at the bank. So
that's not
just the
what
average.
I'm saying that. For example, I'm giving an example that the person earns 2,000. I didn't say the person earns 2,000.
I'm telling you that the person cannot earn 2,000. If somebody has bank tallied on the title on them, I work at a bank. I'm that. If somebody is doing well, you can see it by the kind of lifestyle they live.
It does not. Do you know fake it till we make it?
No.
You have people who fake it till they make
Those
it.
are the social media people.
It's not, yes. So
if you are doing hard work, you are not going to fake anything, bro. Why would you fake it?
Dude, people do.
Are we going to struggle?
Because we have something called social media, and you live for the social media.
Nobody lives. If you're doing hard work, that is why I said that those who do fake it to make it are just social media branded.
Yeah, social media gurus.
Because somebody,
understandable for them to do
die-hard working person is not going to fake it. If I don't make that money and my budget doesn't allow me to buy certain things, why would I go and then do all that? No. It's not flying away. So, yeah. But yes, the 50K example I made is still stand. Even 20K.
It still stands. It's not if you're not 20K.
20K stands.
Your lecture you worked with, yeah. Are you telling me 20K is life changing to him?
Yes. $20K dollars, which is 200,000, more than 200,000.
Yeah, the person is also going to earn. Also, 12 is what?
The thing is, when I talk about life changing, what is what I mean by life changing? You get money. You can use that money to invest in something or do something that will continuously bring you a regular amount of money that you can live with. Is what I consider life changing. You get it? So I'm not going to consider life changing as something like, oh yeah, I've got some money. That money I have to be able to use to buy a house and a car, and I have to spend some of that money. That is not the only thing that you can consider life. You can you can buy a car. You can buy a car for somebody for work, and then that person will. Then that car is going to be life changing for them.
Yes.
People go to competition just to win cars. Cars less than 100K Ghana cedis.
Because
and it's life changing to them.
That is why I said.
So you
life changing. Hold up. That's why I gave an example about life changing. Mm-hmm. Life changing is different people.
Oh.
True.
Yes.
Because
the average Ghanaian,
the 500 Ghana cedis guy you were talking about, if you give that person 20K, that's life changing to him. But if somebody's also earning 200,000, that's like the same money.
No, but
it's not.
That is not
like,
average Ghanaian. I told you.
If you have an NBA player to maybe 1 million will not be life changing.
That NBA
a footballer maybe as a 1 million will not be life changing to him.
Course.
So yeah, we have life changing in.
No, we are talking about the average Ghanaian.
The average Ghanaian.
If you do that, you are just bringing out
the average Ghanaian 50,000 Ghana cedis is life changing.
50,000 Ghana cedis. It's not even 500,000.
500,000 Ghana cedis.
50,000 Ghana cedis is even life changing to the average Ghanaian.
No.
What are you saying?
500,000 Ghana cedis is life changing.
If 50,000 Ghana cedis, you can buy a container, stock it with provisions, and then live by it.
What did you do by it?
That is the thing.
500,000 Ghana cedis is life changing.
Oh, 200,000 is.
500,000 is.
500,000 is.
500,000 is. 500,000 Ghana cedis is life changing. So if if anybody has 500,000 Ghana cedis,
So let's say somebody has gone to school and is teaching. The person does teaching, and then earns like say 3K as a SHS lecturer, a teacher, and then you give that person, let's say 100,000 Ghana cedis. And the person, okay, 100,000 Ghana cedis, I'm going to use to buy a car for myself, a small Vitz or something for myself. And then on the weekends or days I'm not working, I'll use that car for boat or taxi or whatever, and I'll earn more money. Is that not life changing?
Yes.
If it didn't come true, the person would have had to save that money in order to buy the car to do exactly what he's doing now.
Yes.
But now you have changed the person's life, and because of that, the person can go ahead and then save more money.
Okay, life changing. Let me just give you the basic explanation of life changing. Life changing is what the person is living at the moment is changing to a different type of people.
No, that is not what
the person
life changing. No,
that's life changing.
that's not what
That's life changing. Because if you give me 200,000 and I buy 7 cars, that's life changing for me. Because that's not how I was living previously. So if I'll be able to buy 7 cars, that's life changing.
That is life. That is my example you are giving.
I've left from
you just made a statement and then you just decided to give my example. Your statement you made, certain example is like, okay, I don't have a phone. Therefore, somebody has bought me, I want to learn coding or something. And instead of the person buying me a good laptop for coding, the person I've gone to buy IoT laptop. I can't use that laptop for coding. I can't use it for anything. Although the person has bought me a laptop and the laptop costs like 2,000. Is that life changing?
That's not life changing.
But for example, the person didn't have a laptop and now he has a laptop. So therefore, it's an upgrade. But it is not life changing. Yes. If I change somebody's life, change it. So maybe, even if I say that, maybe the Twitter boy has a point.
Yeah, but okay, the person.
So if somebody from wherever or abroad somewhere is buying you a watch, and then it's G-Shock, and then if you don't like it,
it's not about the person does not like it. It's because the person thinks the watch is the same as the one being sold in Ghana.
I don't care.
It's true. Because if you think, because Ghana, metal, China 1,000 Ghana cedis, you think it is, and somebody's coming from America and the person bringing this, say, why you wait 2,000 Ghana cedis now? Because you know you've bought the same thing. You think, it's the same, but no. 3,000 Ghana cedis.
So the guy got a G-Shock watch. And then he's complaining. Is he complaining because the G-Shock watch is not going to use it for anything?
He's complaining because the person said, Nagana has a G-Shock watch na.
Oh, then that is very stupid.
Because the 100 pounds, yeah, that's like somebody's daily wage. The person has sat there saying, okay, you know what? I love this person. I'm coming together. Let me use my daily wage to buy a watch for this person. I come on the internet. I see you doing this.
I'll come for my watch.
Oh, imagine my class.
I'll come for my watch.
Imagine my watch. Watch the TV. Can remember TV now?
Give it back.
And I'm afraid girl no go your TV no. I'm gonna go your TV.
If you don't like it, give it back to you. But I don't know. I don't get the point of him complaining.
You complain. Yes, if you don't like it. Tell me that, Pocho.
Immediately when he gave it to you, like, Charle, help and watch pen.
No, simple. That's what I mean. I think if I buy something if I am buying a gift, is showing how grateful you are to me, or I'm just showing gratefulness to somebody. So if I buy you a gift, I mean there is a thought in it that I'm passing. Okay, Sammy can make it sometime and call up a watch you. I'm to watching channel.
But sometimes too, I want to play the villain sometimes because
you cannot.
I can play the villain sometimes. Let's say if you are coming and then you know this guy is struggling in life and then you decide to buy the person a watch. What are you doing?
Yes.
That is when the person, if the person is saying that, I haven't said
but still, you're not entitled to the person's money.
Yes, you just give it to him and they're like, yeah, that is what I said. Immediately, be like,
so you can even go and sell it.
Nobody's going to buy a G-Shock in Ghana for the price you sell.
Yes,
but
people are going
because nobody.
Okay,
because they are
fixed.
They are fixed lying around. So even if you buy the original and be like, yeah, this is original, they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Because they are fixed right now. That is selling there, you can't sell. But if he needed a watch, you should know that G-Shock is a watch that is going to last a while.
So our episode is done for today because I think ECG.
So you just spoke about a book.
I think ECG about to do their thing again. So please, if you are into reading, you want to start reading
Moby Dick.
The Whale, Moby Dick. Aswaden.
The Whale is the Moby Dick.
Yes. Aswaden.
I thought the guy with the gun.
There's no guy with a gun. It's a harpoon.
Okay.
So if you are really into, I urge you to read Moby Dick. This is my only recommendation I can give to you. Apart from that, there's no recommendation here. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, laughing,
and just know
arguing with
that
us.
just know that blessing somebody is 20k Ghana cedis. It's life changing.
Yeah. Do well to like, subscribe, and we'll see you next week. All right?
You can build a house with 50k in Ghana, right?
No.
You can build.
500,000 Ghana cedis.
Yes,
You can't.
You can build a house.
You can't.
50k. 50k in Ghana. Yes, you can.
You can't.
You can.
Yeah, see you next week. Okay.
You can build a 4-bedroom hostel like house in Ghana for 50k.
See you next week.
And then you use that
See
for
you
renting, and then
next
you get back
It's
your
not-
money.
it's
That is, yeah, you can.
Bye-bye.
What are you saying?